Hey guys, it's Todd, the Jet Ski Jockey channel. After riding today, we're going to do our 10-hour oil change service on a Yamaha Superjet. Stay tuned. Alright guys, we're going to get our hood up on our Yamaha Superjet. Undo our hood latch. And I didn't know how to set the pin on this. I always had Kawasaki, and you'd always pull the strap up and put it in, but Yamaha don't work that way. There's a pin down here, and you just get it out of its little clip right here, push it sideways. All right, it's loose, and then you got this pole has got notches in it up under here, and you got to pull your pole up and you'll put the pin under it right here, and what it does, it wedges and it holds it. That's how your pole pin works on the Yamaha Superjet. We'll go ahead and get the hood off. This hood is really lightweight hood, but now like on the 550s, I would ride them, I would step up on the hood. You would see them back in the day doing freestyle and tricks. They would slide all over their hoods. You know, we'd get up here and we'd grab the air inlet on the hood and spin ourselves around on it. This hood, you don't want to be getting on, standing on. It's real lightweight. You can hear a lot of the engine noise when you're riding it. They designed this ski to be as lightweight as possible, so it's no knock on the hood. I'm not saying it's flimsy, but you don't want to do like you did on the old skis. You don't want to be standing on it or anything, because this hood costs $1,500 if you damage it. It's got to be replaced. So it is light. It's easy to take on and off. You just grab it up at the front, and it's got a handle right here. Pretty lightweight. It floats. You can turn it up on its upside down in the water and it'll float. So we'll just set it over here on the tote where nothing can damage our $1,500 hood. We're still hot from our ride that we had. We're really warm. It's nice and toasty. So all the oil should be thin. I've never changed engine oil on, I had 2 strokes. They were 2-stroke. My runabout, it's down right now, needs to be fixed, rebuilt, or new engine, whatever, but it's 2-stroke oil injected. Not done oil changes on anything. I've done it on motorcycles, but this is going to be totally different because we got 3 different areas of interest here. The crankcase, you'll squeeze these clamps and pull the hose off right here and it goes down into the crankcase. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and suck the oil from here. No, Dad says we're going to suck it from here since we're warm. He said there's no point in doing it from the crankcase if it's not cold. If it's cold, then you would do it from the crankcase. But I'm going to do it anyway, just to make sure. I'm going to do it from both places, but I'm going to do it here first. Right. And right here's where we'll hook our water hose up. Well, we're not really going to have to do that. We're already warm, right?
You will check.
I will. I'll have to do it when I check my oil levels once we start it and let it run through the system and see if we need to add oil to bring it up to the full mark. We don't want to put too much oil into the engine, and so that's what we got to do. So we'll go ahead and get started. All right, guys, we want to make sure that our engine's level before we get started. I downloaded an app on iPhone. I couldn't find my level in the house, so we'll go with this and see how it does. So are we level?
No,
Go ahead and lower us down a bit there.
front needs to go down.
So our iPhone level is not completely level.
What do you got?
Well, right there is where it's at.
It's good enough. It's leaning that way a little bit.
But we're not completely level, so I don't know if we can get it completely level here or not. All right, guys, we got the ski level. I'm gonna start the oil change. All right, guys, we got our manual oil extractor here, and I'm going in through the oil filler cap, and we're gonna siphon it out through the oil filler cap. I'm just making sure it's at the bottom. Is there any way? Is it all the way to the bottom? I'll let you check it too.
Uh-oh.
Well, how do you get it to the bottom?
Just keep working it around like that in the hole, but I think it's got it right there.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's see if it starts coming through the line here. See if we get any oil coming out. Nothing yet.
Okay.
You gotta keep doing it. I was about to give up on it. Oh, still gold. This is a process. Shoo-wee.
Stop, wait a minute. It's running.
Huh?
It's running away.
Okay. So I don't have to keep pumping it. Well, like I said, guys, I've never done this, so I don't know.
The oil's hot. Good thing.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, it's running. You can see it running.
Is it running? Yeah, it's running. So you're basically creating a siphon. Like you're siphoning gas, but you're siphoning oil. Right?
Yeah.
Well, we'll just let it do its thing. I don't know how long it'll take. We'll go ahead and cut and get it back when it gets done. Alright, guys. We're getting to the last part of our oil here. I hear it hissing on this end. And it's just trying to pick up everything. I'm going to try to move it around and see if I can make sure I can, any way I can make sure I get every drop out of it. I think that's got it though. Everything I know to get out of it. This is the oil filler cap, the yellow cap side. So I think that's going to get it. What do you think?
Yeah.
I think that's going to get it on the oil filler cap side. I'm going to go ahead. Probably don't need to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to pull the hose off the crankcase side, run it down in the crankcase, pump it, see if anything comes out. If it does, you'll see it. If it don't, you'll see it's not necessary on doing a hot oil change. All right, guys. Now we're going to pull the hose off the crankcase and run the oil extractor through the tube to the crankcase. See if we get anything out. You just take your pair of pliers or whatever and squeeze this metal clamp. Work it back. Work it back off of it. Now you should be able to pull your hose off. And that hose will take you down to your crankcase. And we're going to take our oil extractor line and run it down to the bottom of it. Makes a click. Alright, we're gonna pump it and see if we get anything. Probably won't, but we'll see. Yeah, we are getting something. So go ahead and do that side too, guys. When you do your oil change, hot or cold.
The trailer, it might not be exactly level. It's leaning this way a little bit. Some of that oil may have ran down here on that side.
Well, that's not a bad thing. We're running off. There's still quite a bit in it, ain't there? Maybe that's all there was. Is that air right there?
Maybe, but it still should run down that
There we
bucket.
go.
There it goes.
I had it pushed too far against it, didn't I? Yeah, it quit again. It had a little bit in it. Not as much as what you would have got if you'd have started at that location, probably, but...
Look at the bottom of the barrel now and hit it.
So, I'd say cover all your holes, ain't it? It won't hurt to cover all your holes. Just gotta keep working it, guys. I've had it stop on me, and I've worked with the extractor hose in the tube and moved it around a little bit, and it starts sucking some more oil. There's still oil in it. So you just gotta keep working with it. Don't give up. You want to get all the old oil. It's not as important today because this is pretty fresh oil anyway. But when you go to do your 50-hour oil changes, you want to make sure you get all that oil out that you can get out. And this ain't like a motorcycle. You can just drop the drain plug and it'll take care of it. You're siphoning this oil out. So I've worked this tube as much as I can to try to get it as much oil out of it as I can. And I think I'm about to the point where I've got every drop I'm going to get. What do you think, Dad?
You gotta quit pumping and let it. Yeah, that's all of it.
And that's all we're going to get.
Yeah, now hose up and let it drain out of the tube. We'll just set it right here and let it drain itself. Out of the tube into the thing.
Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and hook my crankcase hose back up where I took it off from, since we're empty on oil now. We're going to squeeze our clamp and slide it back up where it goes. Looks good to me. Alright. Now, I guess we're ready to take our oil filter off. I'm going to get our oil filter off. I'm going to make sure you get paper towels. I'd go ahead and get them and stick them up and under where this oil filter is going to come off at. Go ahead and shove you some paper towels down in there. Just save on a mess if you have one. Getting down into the bottom of your hole, it's aggravating to try to have to clean out if that happens. Alright, and then have your paper towels in your hand when you go to screw this thing off of here. I'm going to try this oil filter wrench, see if I can get it off. I always put these on here the wrong way starting out. Alright, no, I got it the right way that time. Oh, that sucker's on there tight. I had it on tight. And get it breaking loose. And then I'll unscrew it by hand. I should be able to get it by hand now.
Get ready to catch that.
Yeah, you be ready to catch this oil out from under this when you bring it off. 'Cause it will make a mess. It's already, I feel it right now, coming out. And there's still quite a bit of oil in that, Dad. So this is messy right here, guys. You're gonna have a little bit of a mess. I don't know, they're not showing you this part of this, or people's not showing you this part, but there's still oil here. Alright guys, we're going to put our Yamaha OEM oil filter on. See if this has got the grease already on it. I don't know. Some people say it does, some people say it don't. It does have grease already on it, so it's greased up. We'll go ahead and do this just to say we did it though. Just to say we did it. Put our oil filter on. They say hand tight, but I'm gonna go hand tight with an extra quarter crank. Because my hands are slick. And I don't know if hand tight is a good idea. So that should be alright. Alright guys, we're going to start our oil change now. Yamaha 10W40. It's what you put in your wave runners. It's what they call those. I thought maybe synthetic or something. This is what they run and everything. It's what they recommend. So it's what we're going to run. We're going to start with putting a quart up here at the top and see how it works. Just to make sure all this gets oiled up first, and then we'll go down here and finish topping everything off, start it, and see where we're at. Try not to make a mess here. Alright guys, I'm going to probably just keep filling it from the top. We've got a cord in it. Where are we at on? Are we showing on our dipstick yet? Where are we at?
I don't believe I can't tell, Carl. Let me go to you and let you look at it.
That ain't even the low mark. Low mark's right here. High mark's right here.
I don't think it's even up to the low mark.
It ain't. That's what I'm saying.
There's more in it. Putting our cord in it.
Right there. That's right there at the tip.
Put more in it.
Alright guys, so we've got the oil changed. I've started it and let it run with the water hose hooked up to it. It looks like we're at the low mark. We've put 3 quarts of oil in it, so we're going to have to add a little bit more and see how it goes. Alright, we put 3 quarts in it, and we started here at the top. We put 2.5 quarts through the top, and we wasn't showing anything on our dipstick. So I'm like, Dad, I know this thing's going to take at least 3 quarts of oil. So I went back down here, and we went ahead and put a 1/2 quart of oil in here. I hooked the hose up and started it, and it's showing a low reading on the dipstick. So I'm going to add a little bit here. Don't want to get it over full. Just going to put maybe a 1/2 quart, maybe if I put that much. We'll check it right there at that. See what we got. See what we got here on our dipstick. And I'm going to start it again just to see if it drops again on me. Let's see what we got here. Alright, we're halfway up right there. I know we got oil halfway up. All right, we're showing oil at the top. I think that's got us full right there. We'll go ahead and we'll check it.
I thought that was the low mark.
That's the high mark. If it's over that, if it's over this mark, you got too much. This is operating range right here.
Gotcha. So what are you going to do now? Start it and then
Start
check
it
it again?
and check it again for the second time. So hard to see on these dipsticks. This gold oil on a yellow dipstick. All right, there's no oil here at the top, so we're not in bad shape on being too full. We ain't got oil there. We ain't got oil there. We ain't got oil there. We're gonna have to add some more oil because we're still playing in this area right here. Check it right there. There's ain't but a dab left in that jug. There ain't but a dab left. All right, guys, we're about got the whole gallon of oil in here. I didn't think it was gonna take that much. We got a method here. We're gonna try to see if we can see our dipstick, what we got on it here. I'm just gonna lay it on here. Lay it on here like this, see if we can tell that way where we're operating. Now, that's a good idea, Dad. That was Dad's idea. And it looks like right here's our high mark. And it looks like we're right here. We could actually put a little bit more oil in it if we want to, and I think I will. But I don't know. That's a way for you guys to check your dipstick. You can't see the oil on the stick. All right, guys, we're right at almost to the full mark on the oil. We're about just a hair line, maybe a 1/4 inch below the full mark. I'm gonna start it again and then recheck it to see where we're at on our oil. If it hasn't changed, I'm gonna leave it. If it dropped a little bit, then I may put the rest of this jug of oil in it. Let's have to see how it goes. All right, I'm gonna start this, and then Dad'll cut the water on after I start it. After I start it, cut the water. Cut the water on. The water will start coming out of the... What? All right, water's coming out of the ski. And coming out the side, so we're good. All right, go ahead and cut the water off. Blow the water out like I would if it was on the trailer getting it out of the water. All right, we're gonna check our oil level. All right, moment of truth, see if we had any oil level drop on it. Right there's the full mark at my thumb, is where the full mark is. Full mark is at my thumb. It looks like we got full mark here, and it looks like we got oil here. What do you think? That's awful close, ain't it?
Yeah.
Think it's worth putting a dab in?
How much you got left?
Right there's what we got left.
And where's it at on this stick?
Like right there. My thumb to my other finger.
We've got to wait. Check it, ride it, and then check it tomorrow.
Shit, that's almost 4 gallons of oil. Well guys, that wrapped up the oil change on the 2023 Superjet. We're just going to leave it alone. Didn't look like the oil level dropped, and it's so close to the full mark, we're not going to add any oil to it. I'm going to get it out and ride it, and then check it again on the dock and see what the oil level is. And if it drops any more, then I'll put some on it on the dock. But it used almost a whole 4 gallons of Yamaha lube in it. And Dad's checking the oil right now in the reservoir in the extractor, and it had almost 4 quarts in it. Show me how much oil's in it. Where's the marks at? It's getting dark and we can't see. What mark is that? Is that 4 quarts? That's the number 4. So that's about what we've put back in the ski, is 4 quarts of oil. Well, actually we've put a little less, but I don't know if you can see. No, right here's the 3. That's the 3.5 mark, and here is the 4 mark here. So that's how much oil is in the jug. That's clean oil that's left. And here's what come out of the ski. Here's the 3 mark. It's the 3.5. It's at the 3.5. Here's the 4. This had 4 quarts in it. And right here is where we are. Here's the first marks right here. So there ain't but a half a quart left in that jug. So we're about exactly where we need to be. But anyway guys, that wraps up this oil change. I'll get back with you on the dock, and next video will let you know how the levels held up on it. But I appreciate you watching. If you liked the video, give me a like, hit the subscribe button. Appreciate it. It's been Todd for the Jet Ski Jockey channel. We'll catch you on the next one. Over and out.